Fasten your seatbelts. Welcome to Man Cave Live.
Ha ha ha! There we are. Hey, everybody. We're doing a recording. Chris doesn't have a lot of time, so we're going to do this recording out to you. You'll be watching this at a later date. It's 10 o'clock on a Monday night. A little late run.
Yeah,
a little late
it's
time
late,
for you to get here.
Yeah, just day went longer than I expected to. Had a lot of people to talk to.
None of these people were people that areas that I had you get, were they?
That you sent me to?
Yeah.
Morenci.
Yeah.
Did you send me to Morenci or you just sent me to Adrian?
Adrian stuff.
Yeah, no, Morenci called that Emporium. Let me get this right. Damn it, I'm not going to get the name right.
Okay, well, it's hard to keep track of all these places.
Oh, no doubt. But it's the Emporium downtown in Morenci.
Yeah.
Invited me to come down there and said they had quite a few provisioning centers down there. And they ended up having 5. And if you stand in the middle of the street and threw a rock at each one of them, you could hit them. They're that close together. 5 in a row.
Oh, my Lord.
5 right there on the corner of Morenci.
My Lord.
And there's a Remedy.
Anyway, you got
315, Jade, and
315. That's a SkyMint. It's a SkyMint company.
Is it? Oh, they just bought them, didn't they?
A while back. That's why I stopped don't give them Camden anymore. I give them enough for the staff. They'll take enough for the staff, but the 315 or the SkyMint and Coldwater don't want any of them even for the staff.
Well, the 315 wants them
Neither
down there.
Loom.
No, I know that. Those are the two anti-advertiser. They don't want anybody else's ads in their place because they're.
I want to taste what you got there.
Oh, this is just some farm weed.
Let's see what we got.
It gets you high, but it tastes like shit.
Yep, good old fashioned weed. Yep, good old fashioned Michigan dirt weed.
It ain't nothing a provisioning center would touch. But you know what? It gets me higher than any of their shit. I got some 16.38% lilac diesel the other day.
Really good.
Tastes fabulous, but just sucks. Doesn't get you high. My wife's bitching. She's unhappy. So I told her, smoke some of my farm weed.
Michigan dirt weed.
Yeah. I said, you're going to like the flavor, but you're going to like the high.
Anyway, so you got some people that are going to put some ads in, hopefully. Knock on wood.
Jade and Remedy. Is it Remedy or Remedy?
Remedy. I've heard of the place, yeah.
Yeah, Remedy. Okay. 2 eyes on the end. But, yeah, I certainly hope we can put something together with them. Stephen picked up a couple things this month. Symphonia Farms is in here. We've got another event coming up that we're advertising in this month's.
Those are still the prices, aren't they?
Well, no. No, we took a look at what the Pulse was getting in Grand Rapids, putting out 15,000 papers. They're getting $1,700 a page. And so we figured, well, at 10,000, we're definitely worth $1,000 a page. So we bumped these up to just a flat $1.53, $6, $10. $1.53, $6, $10. That way I can pay commissions on them.
So, but there's no 2/3 page?
Yeah, there is. I mean, it's still available. It's a custom size,
Oh, well, I need a proper new sheet then.
Yeah.
So I can try to get them.
Yeah, you do. Because you've sold nothing at this rate. Have you given that sheet to many people?
Everybody.
Really? They've all got that?
Yeah.
Nobody jumped on it.
Made photocopies. But want to offer this special. When I go around this week, I'm going to tell you, these prices have went up. If you want to advertise, now is your time. I can get you this ad at this price if you order it through my name.
Tell them,
Don't give me a dime of commission, dude. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Do that. Yeah, tell them order
Of course,
before
I
the
can
end
do
of the year, and you can make sure they can get those prices. But there is a new rate sheet, and it's 150, 3, 6, and 1,000. So that 2/3 page would be 800 ish, 750. 750.
750.
It should be. Isn't that where it would fall, basically?
Yep.
Maybe a little less. Maybe it would just be 710, because at 2/3 a page,
right.
So 2/3 of 1,000 is 666. So 710 because it's not a full.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
710. There. That's wonderful. So now I have a 710 instead of a 420.
I like that. So that's
I did too.
To go with.
And it just doesn't work in the new price.
No, I'll take this around when I go down tomorrow.
However, you don't have the one with the banner ad or the 2-page special.
No.
I need to update this for you. And get you a new one. Because we now offer a banner on the cover, 1.5 inches at the bottom.
Yeah.
For $420. Or a 2-page center spread for $12 is what I was offering it at. And I think we've gone to $2,000 on that. Wait a minute. Did he take that to 12? So that we could be 2,000 on a 2-page? Oh, I think he did take it to 12. That's insane. He says he can sell it. I want to see him do it.
So you want me to put 12 there?
I'll send you a new sheet.
Okay.
I'll just send you that.
Send me something new. Well, you got to. I'm going out tomorrow.
I can have it done. I can have it done early in the morning.
Okay, send me a picture of it, anyways.
I'll have David just, send it to you.
I got to have it so I can print it out, take it. My computer gives me hell on printing sometimes. Real pain in the butt. So anyway, new prices.
Oh, sorry. Everybody was listening to that.
Yep. That's good. That's all right. It's this is what we're here to talk about, what's going on with it. So
I have not even marketed it at these old rates myself. And, Stephen really did some investigation on what
I'm going to tell them just like this. I'm going to tell them just like this. Is that we've done
our time. We've put our efforts into to build this thing, and we now have a product ready for them to jump into.
Send me something that I can show the people, and I'm going to tell them.
Let's go to the paper.
I'm going to try to hustle it with this price and say, if you order from me, you're the only place that's getting this offer because these are the new prices. Here's the new sheet. You get this till the end of the year for the next 2 months if you want to put an ad.
Place your order by the end of the year.
Right.
If it's for the whole of next year.
If they want to pay for the whole of next year, get it this price. After January 1st.
Yeah.
All hats off.
Can't offer that.
I'm trying for you, dude.
I know, bro. I appreciate it.
If I can get you an ad, I get you an ad. If I can't, I can't. This is where I got my, you took a picture of all them before. All the places I went that day.
No.
You did take a picture of it.
Did I?
Yep. Well, not this one. The other one that I did. This one's one before that.
Oh.
This is about where I'm at.
Oh, so I have a new picture.
Yeah. I write them down every time I go in. I'll take this with me when I go out, or I'm going to get me a notebook to keep track of stuff. I got a bunch of spiral notebooks around here. My mom used to buy them like crazy when they sold them at the school just after school opening, and then they had all this stuff she bought them like 5 cents a book.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's new on the page now? We've done a bunch. We've done the greeting and the updating and knowing what's going on with prices.
We got a couple new things in there. There's a new event for this month coming up. A couple of new events. There's one downtown Lansing, and then there's an entertainment event. Let's see. The Cannabis Bazaar
Okay. This one right here. There we go. It cleared up a little bit. November 12th. And that's where? Where's that at?
My gosh, don't get me a line.
Muskegon.
Muskegon, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's a long way away.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a big event.
You know, how the river was named up there. Indian out there fishing. Called a muskie. Got away. Muskegon.
Muskegon. Muskegon.
My chiropractor, or my doctor loves reading this. He doesn't smoke anything like that. He's 1 year younger than I am.
Yeah.
And I was reading some of the jokes. I thought he was going to fall out of his chair when I was up there to visit.
So this is Symponia Farms, a collective by veterans, completely 100% veteran owned, and they offer some great discounts to vets and seniors. And they're over in Battle Creek.
I'm not going to try to dox everybody across the board.
Yeah.
Everybody. Some things you can find when you get into the magazine. That's the same place that supplies Skymint with the special
You sure?
doobies, I think, that they use for the
I know
that they
that,
use for prison help thing.
Stephen went to the big Goats show, the Goats Greatest of All Time rappers, and he was down in front of the stage, and he had some Symponia Farms samples, and there was a little girl in a wheelchair there in front of the stage, and he was talking to her, and he gave her one of the sample packs, and Redman came out on the stage and was saying, come to this place and nobody gives him any good weed. And the little girl threw a pack of that Symponia Farms weed up on the stage and Redman picked it up off the stage and gave him a shout out, or read out their name and said that, and then shoved it in his pocket for later. And my buddy Stevens, who did all this, got it all on film. Symponia was just blown away that they could.
Oh, I need that sent to me. Play it on my
on
my stuff. Yeah, you tell anybody that's got stuff like that, if they get a hold of me, I'll gladly use it as content on my show.
Yep.
For when I do this kind of thing.
Of course, the guy's always doing the Jazz Cabbage Cafe internet radio show.
Yeah. On
Thursdays at 4, or at Thursdays, 4 to 6.
How do you think our laws are holding up? Are we going to lose our caregiver thing?
A lot of people are going to not like my view on this, but they had 10 years as caregivers to grow, sell, save their money, apply for their licenses to be, a commercial grow, get into the business. If they didn't do things the way they were supposed to do it to develop their business, I don't think they should be given any extra rights because they were caregivers. They needed to grow with the times, knowing that what they were looking for was legalization, and that with legalization comes corporate, output,
right.
And with the corporate monies to back this, the little guy doesn't really have a chance,
right,
to become that big, conglomerate. But they could have been craft growers with a commercial license, selling their product on the market. But they didn't do it. They pocketed all the money, just used the money. It was free money to them, and they just didn't manage it right. They're not entitled to any special. That's my view. That's my view.
Caregivers still taking pretty good care of me. You saw that
caregivers,
buffle bag there.
Caregivers that were in it to be caregivers and take care of their patients is one thing, but those looking to be given a pass on the.
He was looking to make money too, but I mean, but he takes care of his people. That's what I'm saying.
There's nothing they did deserving of that.
One thing I'm going to make a compliment. Tell your printer guy.
Much better this month.
The best I've ever seen it.
Yes.
There's always a page off somewhere.
No, it was a good print. The kick, 25 kick one was just a hair, so I could see it, but not twisting it up. Everything worked out nice. Freaking
perfect. If you get a couple more ads, you need to add a page or two, huh?
Well, not yet, but
You'd want to. You
I
want to be able to.
If we keep everything that we've got and add a few more new ones, then I will not have a problem adding a page, because we added a new column this month with the doctors in, just good mental health and
The doctors
other
in.
there'll be others,
Where's
things
that
we'll
at?
talk about.
Oh, there it is over there. Okay. Yeah. Down here, the doctor's in.
Dr. Laurie has come on board to write a little column with us.
Isn't it crazy? If we get to tobacco shops, it'll definitely put something in, but the other ones.
Tobacco shops and head shops and they're the ones that are supporting this. And I got one provisioning center. All the other provisioning centers are too afraid to have, the other people's prices in their shops. They're afraid of competition. I don't get it.
I know I do my stuff for free, but that's not the same ad. We see the difference in the coloring.
Oh, I like that smoking jacket look.
I know. My friend, my my friend Doc Ivan is just really, really the guy. Where's it at?
It always looks better on screen.
Yeah, it does.
Ink's a matte finish, and that's a nice
that
pixel finish.
Needed some highlighting a little bit more.
I think maybe you need to lighten it a little more, but when you're lightening, and you got to add back the contrast.
People can see it. I tell people, I point and show people. One guy,
you should see that on screen.
One guy said that. See, now that looks good
on screen.
Even on here,
it's twice as good.
Yeah, I'm sure. But there's one guy said, I said, you checked. I went into Nirvana today for just a minute to say hello because I went to Buffalo Wild Wing, and I said, I'm rolling paper, dude. They'll be here tomorrow. So, oh, you're that guy bringing them. He says, I read them all the time. I says, well, have you read them all? He says, yeah, I've read everything in it. I says, and look at me. He says, have you seen my face in there? Well, no. What the hell is it?
Little girl there.
Next month, I expect a belated.
Oh yeah!
Congratulations!
Belated.
Congratulations on your
3-year anniversary.
Yeah. Well, it's the 31st anyway, so if it hit the first of next week, it's not too late.
The little girl at Remedy says, "I have every one of them." I said, "You have all 40?" She says, 40. I have 4.
Well, she has this the third year ones. Then she doesn't have the.
She has the last 4. So I went out to my car and got her, 4 or 5 other months.
The last 4 months would be to the anniversary.
Well, I only started delivering Adrian and Morency 4 months ago, so she had all 4 of them. All right.
Oh yeah. Okay. We got cooking with cannabis. That looks like going to be a nice, interesting.
Yeah, Betty has been doing that column now for, like since the first of the year, maybe, and has really developed a style there.
I've been watching
very
on Vice. On Vice, they've been having cannabis stuff. I watch it all the time. The infusion meals. They have contests to see who can make the best meal. Infused it.
Ever since Vice came on the networks, they've done a lot with the cannabis cooking, pharmacopoeia with. Oh God, what was the kid's name? I could say it 2 minutes ago, but I can't tell you. Hamilton, pharmacopoeia with Hamilton.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but anyway,
great shows. And then the other girl that went around tripping everywhere. Good shows.
It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, it has.
I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with this, with all the elections. If we could get get it off the narcotic schedule. Yeah, take it away from the DEA's hands and everything.
I really think, and this again, just my thoughts and hopes, is that before Biden ends his term, he will just, somehow get it through feds and get it going.
Well, if they take it off the DEA's hands, relinquish a lot of these people that have been hemmed up because of the illegalization of a weed They can grow anywhere. Come back up here. So,
Oh, sorry.
the people say I put you too far back. They want to see you. That's why I scooted my chair over even.
Oh, you were scooting the chair. I thought you were farting.
No, I'm scooting the chair over so you can. Well, I did poo just a little, I guess. But anywho, yes. Throw me off my track.
Oh,
You know, I look at me. I had to put 40. I lost 4 years of my life because of the shit. You know,
yeah. Thank God times have changed.
and
I
the
certainly
rest of
hope
my
we
life,
don't go backwards.
and the last part of my life after all that, not being able to own a firearm if I want to,
Mm-hmm.
Restrictions on where I can travel and stuff. Even
See, for me, I don't. I'm not into firearms. I don't want one. But you know what? I want everybody else around me to have one. I want it legal for everyone to have one because if someone wants to get froggy, I want everybody to be able to take charge.
right.
But for me, it's just not something I'm into.
I have BB guns now. It's only rifles I can display.
Yes, I
got
have
nice,
3 of those.
I got a nice looking, looks like an over under Winchester type thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's when I pump it up, some bitches. I got a CO2 pistol in the drawer. It looks like a freaking
I used
police
to have
special. It looks like
I
a
used to
9
have a nice
millimeter.
Glock looking one.
This is Glock looking. Yeah,
I think my brother-in-law walked off with that one.
And I don't like that. I don't have no way to defend myself.
Well, fortunately, we're big guys.
Yeah, I'm getting bigger,
Dude. I swear I put on 20 pounds in the last 2 months.
dude. I put 15 since I saw my doctor last. I'm squeezing 300 pounds.
Ever since I got over COVID in August, I have had a voracious appetite.
I think that's probably what had done something with me too. When you take your taste buds were deprived for a minute, and now your body wants it.
No. When I had COVID, I couldn't eat for 5 days. So yes, my taste buds were deprived. But as soon as I was able to eat, I could taste it. It was the most fabulous thing I'd ever had.
I forced myself to eat during it. So because you knew you had to eat and do liquids.
Right.
So I forced myself to do that.
I couldn't eat it.
That's how I always take care of my sickness when I get one.
So when I was finally ready to eat something, I told my wife, I said, go in the freezer and get one of those chicken cordon bleus. I think that sounds fabulous.
The little, put it in the oven for a little while.
Yeah, 45 minutes.
Get them at Aldi's.
No, I don't. No.
I picked mine up at Aldi's. I got some in my refrigerator right now.
Probably got it at Walmart. But no, that was just the most fabulous thing. It tasted so great, and everything since has just been flavorful and delicious. And I eat and eat.
I'm trying to get a hold of that guy. I got his number and everything.
420.
If we want,
I got his number too.
If we want more of these, the guy that made these, I can get them ordered. Like if you want one, you should wear something like it when you're out doing your papers.
Dude, I do not wear t-shirts.
But it's cool for doing the papers. Under your shirt, open up there. Okay, I showed him what I got for the fair this year. That is going to be my shirt for tomorrow when I go out and deliver these things. Is that up post in the screen?
Yeah, it's full screen, right in the middle. Perfect placement.
Leave it long enough so if anybody wants to take a screenshot or anything.
I got it.
He's got the screenshot of it. I'm going to wear this shirt tomorrow when I do the newspapers. I should have gotten like 7 of these, all different colors, and I could wear the same shirt every day.
Yeah.
For my broadcast.
And not look like you're wearing the same shirt every day.
Yeah. Or the same pattern.
Now how many cannabis oriented shirts do you have now? I know you've got your
every dispensary that I've gone to has given me these shirts pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got one for everybody. That's why I'm trying to get neutral shirts to wear.
Why don't I have one?
You're not podcasting. I told them they'd be the sponsor of the night if I put their shirt on. Like last night, I was wearing my Nirvana hat today when I went around, and last night.
All right, so you're doing their solid for them for the not just bringing them papers.
Gotcha. Right.
All right.
I talk about them and what I get from them, But I thought that was pretty cool. I couldn't.
Dude, you want any more of that?
I want you to hit this one.
What do you got?
This was infused blunt deal that I busted it down in the leftovers. I made this little single with.
I had a lollipop Kush the other day. It was something rolled in a something else, and delicious.
This was
delicious,
rolled
candy-like flavor, and
that was rolled in this leaf.
But that it just didn't get me there.
And it had this is the filter.
Damn,
That's corn.
Yeah.
Corn stalk.
Wait a minute.
The end of that had like this much stuff stuffed right in the end of it. When you lit it up, it actually went on fire.
That's re-rolled by you?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a nice roll.
Well, it's a repack. I mean, they packed it.
Well, you did well because it's all the way to the bottom. Very nice. And that's tasty.
That was a fart.
Yeah. You're not moving your chair now, are you?
Ooh. Good thing you got Doobie rolling. If people get a laugh out of that.
What's that?
Drop the paper down in there.
Oh.
And got a grinder in the top so it can grind it right in.
No kidding.
Pull this off for poking.
And all these toys. I was over at my buddy's house and he showed me one of his more recent toys, a inversion gravity water bong.
Oh, yeah, flip the thing.
Yeah. And
I can
power
make that.
hits you.
I can make that.
Yeah.
2 quart jars.
Yeah. It was
A couple of hoses.
It just about knocked me down.
Oh. Lucky you still have some lungs left as old as what we're getting.
Yeah. Thank God I don't smoke cigarettes. Because I would be dead by now. You really should stop.
Lately.
I don't know if what you smoke's any better for you than commercial brands. I suspect it probably is. But
Lately, the ashtray smokes more than I do.
the ashtray smokes more than you do, yeah. My wife's been doing that a lot too. Where'd you get that? What was that? Because that's actually got a pretty good flavor.
As you cough your testicles out.
Yeah. Send it out to the yard. Pegasus.
Yep.
Okay, they're over in Jackson.
That's the roaches I had from it. About the third
Did
of
you
each
go to
joint.
Jackson to get that? Oh, they had it local.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything comes around here eventually from everywhere else.
You seen any of those Golden Shores?
You don't.
Yeah, I'm crying. Have you seen any of those Golden Shores pre-rolls with the wax tip with the wildflower seed in it?
I got one around here. It's got one of the tips around here somewhere.
Still got one?
Yeah.
Have you seen them anywhere else, though?
No.
No, they seem to have disappeared.
I need to have a pot seed in each one of them things in the end of it. And
of the strain that it is.
Yeah.
I have heard that there was a little controversy with some people that did not care for the wildflower seed idea because what wildflower could it be an invasive species and the hesitancy to act upon those. I hadn't heard that, before, but until recently. But
so anyway,
I guess it's a.
That's weird. But people had the same thought. Speed limit 69. Just kidding. 35. I like that. Our rolling got our ad in there, fresh and new. Those who haven't been seen the other way. Daily dose is
strawberry
banana, strawbanana.
Yeah, strawbanana.
Pretty good stuff, is it?
Oh yes.
Hopefully, some of these places when I go around tomorrow will be able to have some new flavors and let me know. because I do tend to come in and buy something. If they've got a good deal going on, like pre-rolls, I'll buy.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the lilac diesel I bought?
Yeah.
It was $60 an ounce, for 16.38%. And I thought, okay, well, that should be dandy. Got to smell it. It was all, diesel-y. And my wife just didn't like it.
That happens sometimes.
So we quit going on the cheap. So buy her some expensive weed. Well, I hope it's I hope it's,
The price is nothing into run of the quality.
Well, the reason I've been buying that other weed because, my brother with all my good carnage, he's down with COVID for the fourth fucking time.
No.
So I'm staying away from him.
Yeah. My one of the places that I go to in Coldwater, the one that just started up. It's on my hat. I'll be right. They had some stuff that was $10 an eighth. Makes it $20 a quarter. Blast you away.
Yeah.
Blast you away.
Cool.
It's not like the old days. This week we can't be that way anymore. What kind of weed is it? Green. It's you light fire to it and you get high. It's weed.
Down there on the southern border, we had so much brickweed.
Oh God, I remember that. Like I said, that
so much.
High Times Encyclopedia that I got from '78. The center is a brick of fucking Colombian seeds all over the place.
Oh yeah, big old black.
I know if they got seeds have tiger stripe on them, plant them.
Yep. I just never
Don't see that tiger stripe.
Weed. I just never had the dedication.
Well, I'm an old school corn row farmer.
No, I grew up in.
I go out in the cornfield and plant it and let the farmers take care of it.
I grew up right in the middle of the city. Paper boy at 10, and just working. And then I moved to Dallas, an even bigger, 5 times city. Then I moved, somewhere good, Northeast Michigan, where I moved back to 1976, where things are good.
Right. It's if we can stay alive another day and stay out of jail.
I just keep riding my wheel. Just go on, do the same thing all the time. Enjoy every day of it.
Who's going to take over? Who's going to take over the legacy?
I said, boy is not a people person. Does not like to talk. Would not be interested in the least. So, before I get too old and decrepit to do this thing, I'll just have to sell it.
Hoping to find someone, an interesting investor. What's too bad is
if it does pan out to do what I expect it to do here over several years, then it'll be a viable product with a definite value.
Too bad it couldn't be like a couple different print shops that do this, like one from one zone, and then like somebody in the other zone that picks them up and saves something.
Honestly, it's just as easy to run, to one run, and run them from Big Rapids, a truck north, a truck east, and a truck southeast and southwest. 4 people running them to the few other people.
And before you end up,
everybody,
it's probably almost cheaper for you to have them shipped to people's houses, FedEx.
Oh, you mean like yours? Yeah, but see, I've got all the onesies and everything else I got to do. So this is definitely the most economical way, the way I'm doing it right now. But the problem is, every month we're adding another town, and I'm gonna, my 2-day trip on the road is gonna turn into the 3-day trip down here, and then the trip up north, and then trip out, south, the Middle East of.
But you're getting
the state.
But think of how many people got this in their hand.
Oh, I know how many people got it in there. I know exactly how many people got it in their hand. Just about.
When I was at Nirvana today, like I said, they had us talk about that part.
Nirvana in Coldwater. Is it a high traffic, popular place?
Pretty busy.
Because, of course, Traverse City, which is medical only, does not have that luxury. And I feel like Bay City Nirvana does a pretty good business. They've always got folks there when I'm
Well,
there.
I know how they got those ones. They didn't have any until the one gal saw me in Applebee's and said, we need more. We're out. And I had some in my trunk. So I gave them like 25, 30 papers a week or so ago. So they've been pushing them since it's so close to the end, when it gets down to the end of the month, they don't want to push them so much.
How's Storyology doing?
I seem to be busting along pretty good.
They still doing about 50 papers a month? Or
that's what I'm keeping about 50 both places.
Yeah. And consume.
Yeah. And they all got my number. If they need more, tell them, call me. I come in town every day. I can't do anymore. That's why I took my albuterol. Open the lungs back up.
Yeah, I got it.
Anyway, we can finish this off before you go and say goodbyes and all of that.
Oh yeah, be proper here and
as always.
You're gonna edit that down?
No. Oh, it says something else I want to show you. Got to my dream catcher back there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Pot leaf.
Yeah. And the guitar.
That was my prop. When I used to DJ, that was my prop. When I did karaoke and I'd do my Johnny Be Good skit, that was my guitar. So pull back up here so you can see in the screen. I always like to see your face. Right. They tell me I hide everybody in the background. Of course, I could have turned on another light and seen even a little bit more.
Looking at all the graffiti, all the.
I get a lot of weird comments about my room because every time people look, they see something different. So for the RPM Rolling Paper Monthly, we had Chris Rayburn here, wonderful guy, good friend. Say your email again for him.
Info with the Good Luck Press. Oh, no. This one is. What is this one? trpmonthly@hotmail.com. trpmonthly@hotmail.com. Yeah, it's on page 2.
trpmonthly@hotmail.com. It's on the last page.
It's on the last page too? Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's in a couple of different spots. I knew I could bust a page somewhere and find it.
Yeah.
I think it's
we're not trying to hide.
It should be at least one little ad every page that says the word advertise. Just a couple lines. Just drop it in TRP Monthly across the border.
It's in there a few times.
You know what I'm saying?
And I really don't want to take away joke room.
No,
entertainment.
On that little white border, the stuff can be printed there too. I've seen it done.
Yeah, I do it on the inside top border.
Yeah, that's where your email should be up in that with it.
That's the legal disclaimers.
Well, that's pretty cool. Again, the cut guy, you give him a big old attaboy for me, will you?
Yeah.
I like that. Too bad the anniversary one could have been.
No doubt.
Perfect.
That whole process of trying to do the full bleed printing on the way that we're doing it without going to stitch and trim is just impossible. I mean, they do the best they can do, but
I got a lot of compliments on the Easter egg.
Easter egg.
Remember? Said the second on the front and the third on the back. Yeah. People got quite a chuckle out of that.
Okay, so see, only one person in everybody I talked to called me on that. But so it wasn't a thing as far as I knew.
I was the only one called.
So you created a whole stir down here in Southern Michigan about my second.
I said we have an Easter egg.
An Easter egg.
I says it says that's our second anniversary on the front, but really it's our third. And I opened up in the middle. I said, "Oh, I can see how it looks like papers." I brought attention to how the paper was folded.
Yes,
that's why they like it around here. I almost want to sit here and just take all of them and do this to every one of
almost
them
every time.
and make myself bundles.
What?
But I'm not gonna sit here and do that.
Stick in rolling paper. One day maybe. If we
like I said,
if we get where we need to be.
People like this page when it's folded this way because it's easier to find a place to set them.
It is. It's easier all the way around. I do understand that. And there's no reason I can't always fold it. It doesn't always,
Right. Even if you add a page or two.
Dude, you can add a lot of pages. So double that up. 24.
That's what I was checking on how it would fit folded.
So a 24 pager is still no issue.
Yeah.
Go 36.
Oh yeah. But
no, at 36 it's still okay.
Does it?
Yeah, because number one, at 36 pages you can still do it in one printing, so you don't have the 3 sections at all fold.
They all come together.
Yeah. So actually, if you stuff
inside of each other, well, you get the basic idea. Do it that way too.
That it works. And the biggest we want to go ever on this thing really is the one section, 40 pages.
Right.
Comes off the press, bundles, goes.
Add one more section to this,
so
or just the way it is.
3 sections plus 1 sheet.
If you add another set of pages.
So it's 10 sheets. Is 40 pages. There's 3 per.
Okay.
Add 1.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
That's where my tolerances are. At 44 pages, I'm fucked.
But we got to get a lot more. You have to get a lot more advertisers, a lot more people doing stories. You have to make enough money to be able to support those people too. Especially if they're on the payroll, give you stories.
Yeah. There are enough people that send me things. It's a contribution thing. The cannabis culture. People want to tell their story, and it's a good, quick story. Rick and Jamie are the only long-term writers until Betty came on to do Cooking with Cannabis, and then Stephen he's a poet and writes all the time, so that's just what he does. And the doctor is was very interested in supporting us, and
so if anybody out there would like to submit a story, send it to
and
TRP Monthly,
because it's maybe
at
your personal story.
gmail.com.
It's never too late to run it. So it might sit in my inbox for a while until I have room and pages and if it's
Hotmail,
if it's ready to print, with little to no editing.
Yeah. Again, TRP Monthly at hotmail.com. Send in stories within reason for publication.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're not going to put something that doesn't.
It was like I was telling another one of my friends I said, you can always talk about sex and things, but don't take me into the bed with you.
Right.
Right.
There's
I don't need to go there, but you can always express your, emotions, thoughts leading to and from. But like I say, I just don't need to be there with you.
Yes, see her. I haven't heard from my daughter yet. It's getting close.
Oh, I gotta go because I gotta go to bed.
I didn't know who's gonna get her.
Get up.
Anyways,
God dang, I'm not getting to bed till midnight. I'm not getting to bed till 1 o'clock.
You're not gonna turn into a pumpkin.
I will.
You're still a young man. You'll be okay.
Fat pumpkin right now.
All right. So until next month, Chris Rayburn, TRP Monthly at hotmail.com. Good guy. Good little art magazine paper. People are really gagging onto it everywhere I go. Let's hope we can help him.
We are full on, at that 95+% distribution. It's really 99+ because I just don't have anything left over. These are
since I started doing this it's helped a lot for you, hasn't it?
It's helped. Well, you put a lot of papers out down here. You put out just a hair more than Ann Arbor puts out. And then I come down and fill in all the holes and pepper it very well.
So we got a good coverage. Anyway, TRP monthly
Tremendous
next
coverage.
month. We'll look for you somewhere close to the first.
Yeah, it'll
God willing,
because I won't
God willing,
come
the
on-
weather.
I'm not making this trip on Halloween night,
Or
or even that weekend. So it'll probably be, the
Yeah.
first, second.
so anyway, we'll say goodbye to you here. I'm going to end this. Anything last you'd like to say to everybody that a little goodbye or?
Well, yeah, goodbye. Always nice seeing you. Sorry, I really, I'm sure we spent way too much time talking about this. We should have made it live, but this is what we thought we had to work with.
It would
I
end up
told
being
him
longer.
10 minutes, but
It would end up being longer.
how long is this, John?
I don't know until I end it.
'Cause I told you 10 minutes.
It
but-
would end up being longer if we had people because they take us way off the subject. We stayed on our own subjects and didn't get confused.
True.
All right.
Yeah.
So to everybody
Well,
out there, Man
confused,
Cave
yeah.
Live fans, everybody that's been following and hanging with us for a long time, may God keep you safe and hey, stay high, everybody.
And I'm also a registered sex offender. And I'm also a registered sex offender.